Hello everyone, this is Cipher Dec, and we are back in EverQuest on Fevr. Now, today there is a lot that I want to go over, and a good thing is that we have time. Because what I am doing right now in the video is I'm going out to get mobs. The first thing is I'm trying to get specific mobs. I want berserkers, as they are the ones who drop the whips. I can turn the whips in and get between 3 and 5% per turn in, which is 4 whips total. So I'm trying to do that. And then sometimes, not in this pull, but sometimes I pull whatever it is that I can get my hands on, because there's always people competing for mobs here. You have the people at the Skyfire ramp, you also have the bards who are clearing out the zone, and then people like me who are quad kiters who are just trying to find 4 blue con plus mobs within the zone. So we go and we get our mobs, so this is going to take a little bit of time. But I wanted to talk about a few things. So Sunday, which will be the 22nd, I believe, I will be out of town, so I won't have a video for Monday. Unless I end up having enough footage from some dungeons I've been running to actually put together a few videos. As far as today being Saturday, you should be seeing this video as well as a video of a game that I've been wanting to show you guys, as it really pertains to us MMO people, and it's called It's a Wipe. It's a simulator where you play as not a GM, but play as a guild master, and you are leading your guild through raids and deciding who gets what loot, and you can base it on anything you want. You're the main tank, so you get all the main tank loot. Or maybe you're the bard and you get all the bard main loot. Or maybe someone went AFK, which kept your warrior from being healed and wiping the raid. So whenever the next cleric loot comes up, the other cleric gets the loot. Things like that. So I definitely want to have that video out today for you guys, so you guys can check it out. I'm not going to be posting it under the EverQuest or Project1999 forum, as it is not a Project1999 game. So just have to look for that on my channel. Then on Sunday, I am going to post the 2nd episode of Stranded Deep, and I'm also going to, because of so many people asking me to, I'm going to post some gameplay of me on chords, which means that I have to take time away from playing Fevr, which sounds so bad for me to have to say that. You know, it's an internal struggle that I think a lot of people may have whenever they play this game. Whenever you switch your main from one class to another, you tend to put a lot of time into that class, into that character specifically. And me playing Fevr and him now being 38, almost 39, getting close to being in his 40s, is so hard for me not to play him. So though I want to play chords, there is this internal struggle to want to play Fevr whenever I'm playing chords. So I have these two characters that I like to play, but then you always have this idea that while I'm playing chords, I could be farming loot on Fevr, or quad kiting to get him his next level, or getting in a group and doing some dungeon crawling, things like that. But that aside, I am going to spend a majority of tomorrow morning and afternoon working on chords to try to get him level 28. And also, I need to get him a Lambent Stone for his helmet, which, if I can get one Lambent Stone, I can always convert it over to the Lambent / gem variant of that stone, and then get another Lambent Stone, and then get the Lambent variant of the other stone for the whatever piece it is that I'm going to be doing, which it'd be the helm, and hopefully get him the Vambrants. Is that what it is? The arms, the Vambrants, because the legs are the greaves, and you have the breastplate, Vambrants. I think that's what it's called. Maybe announcing it incorrectly, but still, that's what it is. But there's that, and also I'd like to get him his boots, so I could essentially get him his full set of Lambent, which would allow me to ease the weight on other aspects of his gear. So I was looking at a few things as far as bards go, and trying to get a grasp of why things are expensive. And this is something that maybe you could explain to me. So, the Mistmore drum and loot. The Mistmore drum has a modifier of 22, which is a modifier of 220%, where the Salo's drum of March is 24, or 240%. So that is a total of 20% difference. But the Salo's, or the Mistmore drum is maybe a few hundred plat, where the Salo's drum is, I think, it's a crazy amount. I think like 12 or 20k or something along those lines. And the only thing that's different about them is that modifier of 2% or 20%. And the fact that one of them comes from a dragon and the other one comes from a dungeon where it's very easy to get. Maybe it's the rarity of the drum, but the fact is that every time that mob is up, which is the undead dragon, every time it's up, there's a larger percent of chance for that item to drop versus any other item to drop off of that mob. So, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but 2 points or 20% that's a lot of money that you're spending for that little amount. Now, if you look at the horn of, whatever it's called, versus other horns, which there aren't very many other brass items in the game, there is other stats on that item which really cater towards the type of uses that you have for it, like charming, or fearing, or dotting, those kind of things. It's catered towards that, but it also has stats. So, understandably, that's around 7 to 8k. And it's a higher modifier to anything else that you can get. But with the Salo's drum, it has nothing but percussion. So, I don't know. Maybe this is something I should bring up while I'm playing chords, but it's just something that I was looking up today, so I thought I would talk about it. So, what you're going to see is very soon I'm going to get hit and it's whenever I'm closer to the wall. And after that point, whenever I get hit, I end up getting a tigress on me. Now, something that I've learned while being in this zone, and any other zone where animals are prevalent, is that, of course, dogs and cats are faster than any of the other regular mobs. So, if you were to pull that cat to the guards, here it is. This is where I'm going to get hit. And it's either a lag or something else that causes it. But anyway, while I'm running away from these guys, I end up running straight into a tiger because I'm not paying attention and I'm not looking the way that I'm going. Also, you'll notice that I hit my J boots a lot, and it had nothing to do with me thinking that the J boots were down. It was more of the fact that I grouped with the bard so much this day that I just didn't feel like I was going fast enough. So you'll see here it is. I have a tigress on my tail. Now I could just consider this whole pull a waste, throwing them all to the guards. But because the tigress runs faster than the other mobs, you can actually pull the tigress to the guards, and it takes at least 2 to 3 swings for them to actually be able to hit it. So they're going to see the aggro of that mob before they see the aggro of my other mobs. So whenever I finally get this turned around to where they're attacking the tigress, I'm able to pull away with my other mobs, and they've never even seen the other mobs to pull aggro off of them, or to even stop what they're doing and try to come after these mobs. So you'll see here, they've killed the tigress, but they're not coming after me, or not after me so much, but coming after those mobs, because of the fact that I pulled them away before they were able to see them. Anyway, if you ever get a tigress on you and you're quad kiting, or, well, bards, it's a different thing, because I'm apprehensive, so I'm able to kill here and also bank here and sell here at the outpost. But the reason I'm kiting this specific mob, the berserkers, is so that I could get the braids, so that I could turn them in and get the faction to be able to get my hammer, which as a wizard I really don't need. But over there is one of those zones that if I could use a hammer to port here, I'd be able to bind here and then port other people around the world from here. I overthink a lot of things, I guess. But anyway, we end up getting these guys killed. There's a point where I really mismanaged my mana, and that is at the point at which I notice that I'm not just fighting a berserker, or I didn't pull just a berserker, but I also pulled a knight, which has a whole lot more health. So once I do that, I end up rooting one of the last berserker that's left after I cast the spell here. So I root the berserker that's left, and take the other one and try to just use my big spells to kill it. Well, I get it to a point where I just give up on it and go back to kill the berserker, because I'm not there to kill the knights, I'm there to kill the berserkers for the whips. And it really was just a total waste of mana, because I never even go back for the knight. Once I loot these berserker whips and kill that other berserker, I end up just going straight to turn the whips in. So if the knight ever gets enough health to come chase me, it's going to run right into the fort where I'm standing next to Rock Grime or whatever his name is, and he's just going to get massacred. So I could have gotten the experience if I would have just went back and killed him. But I never was able to find where he went before I went back into the town. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get to the end here very soon, where we're going to see how much experience I get from doing the turn-in, which should probably be, like I said, 3 to 5%. So I just want to go over everything that I talked about. So today, when you're seeing this video, you should also be able to access around the same time the video for the game It's a Wipe. And then Sunday, I will have a video of chords, which is chords and only chords, in whatever fashion I end up playing him in. I actually got on him in duo today with a Shadow Knight, and I was actually charm killing, or using a pet to kill, because we got aggro. Anyway, so I've been playing chords. It's just I haven't been playing them to enough capacity that I could do any kind of recording of him since I did the video of him killing mammoths. So I'm going to definitely work on getting that taken care of. So yes, so you'll have that video, and you'll also have Stranded Deep, the second episode, which I found out a whole lot more information about that game. So if you did see the first episode, then there are a lot of things that I've learned how to do so that we'll be able to get some things done that we weren't before. And then Monday, I will try to post, if I have it edited before I go to go out of town on Sunday. I'll go ahead and have it set to post a video on Monday that is either of me and the group that went to Dalnir in Draga, or in I'm going to say it incorrectly, Croatia, off of Field of Bones. So that is everything pretty much of what you should be seeing soon. If you have any questions or anything along those lines, let me know. I've noticed that I get more questions and just tells in game than I do on my actual YouTube page, and I think that's perfectly fine. If you'd rather talk to me in game, then that's great. If you see, you'll notice that right here I'm noted as AFK. If you see the message that's from my AFK message, which should say something along the lines of, I am quad kiting at the moment, but I will reply to you as soon as I am done. And this is very true. If you see the message, it doesn't mean I'm trying to snub anyone. It means that I'm either fighting, either soloing, or I'm doing something that involves me casting spells, and I don't have the ability to reply back because I'm either running for my life because of the way that I kite, or something along those lines. But I reply to everyone that sends me tells in game, so don't be don't worry. I will reply to you, especially if you have questions about different things. Someone asked me today about the UI that I have, which is Vert UI, and apparently it is not available through Project1999's forums anymore, or at least the thumbnails aren't working. So I don't know what's going on with that, but there are other UIs that are available. and I don't know how I would be able to give you my UI or the settings that I have for it. But yes, so the UI is Vert UI, but I don't know how you can get it outside of Project 1999. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. And I will definitely talk with you and answer any questions that you may have. This is Cipherdec. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you again soon, either in game or here. Peace out.